Hey guys, how's it going? We're at High-Hand Nursery. This is one of Brent and I's favorite places to come shopping. We love coming here a lot for the food. The food here is absolutely amazing. If you're in the area, it's in Loomis, California. Highly recommend getting down here, doing some plant shopping, getting on their wait list for food. They're only open for a couple hours. The restaurant is every day. I think they're closed like Mondays or something like that, but such good food and such a beautiful nursery. We have about a half-hour wait, so I thought I would take you guys along with me to walk around and see kind of if I can find anything that needs to come home with us. And then I will also show you guys what we order for lunch. We always order the, they got like an artichoke dip. It is so good, it's to die for. I will be ordering that. Let's stroll around the garden and I will show you what I find that may need to come home with us. The goal was to not buy anything today, but when they put you on a half-hour wait, things happen. So just a zoomed out view, you can see how big this is. These trees that are in here are absolutely massive trees. They're in boxes and they're huge. So it's really fun to see these. Oh, they have so many maple trees here, which is so crazy. And if I see prices, I will definitely share what prices are. This one is $950. So lots of really cool things. I did find some Brunneras that I wanted to show you guys because I have some of them. And I picked these up here a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago at this point now. They're so pretty. They're a variegated Brunnera. They have a ton of them, so if you're local, they're 14 bucks. This is the Heartleaf Alkanet. That's a variegated Brunnera, and I've got them on my property, and they're so cool. They don't get very large, 16 inches, and then zones 2 through 9. But I do really like them. They do need a bit more shade. You see how it's starting to turn brown. These ones might be getting a little bit too much sun. There is shade cloth above us, but these are probably getting a little bit too much sun. So all of that will end up turning brown. But in the springtime, it's really cool to see the variegated ones. Let's see what else we can find. This arch here is $425. What's this, like a variegated dogwood? $295. Yes, summer fun. That is so pretty. Oh, I love that. Oh, look at the blooms. They're very subtle. Growing this one definitely for the foliar growth, not for the blooms. But I do love that. I might look into that and see the size that it gets, because this would be a fun one to have on the property if it stays small. But it's in a huge container. They have some of the Verbena bonariensis. Oh no, what is this one? This one's called Sunkiss. $10. That can't be right. I think that just is an old tag, because that says something else on it also. They definitely have the Verbena bonariensis. This tag says 10, that tag says 10, so I'm assuming these are 10 bucks a piece. And very fun plant, but they do self-seed. If you are worried about them taking over, they will self-seed. What is this? Super interesting foliar growth. Summer Romance. Who is she? It's $12. They've got some euphorbia. I really would like to add some of these to the garden. I think they're so interesting. Not so much these ones, but I would like to add some different ones. These are 14 bucks. But I do like the foliar growth on these, and I like the bees. Love them. Oh, there's actually a wasp on it. That's funny. But the bees do absolutely love them, so I would like to add some of these ones, not this variety though, to my garden. Just found their table of Coleus. These are all $7 each, and they don't have the name on them, so I don't know names of these ones, but these are super cool. Very interesting. I love Coleus so much. So they've got all these ones, and then they have another table of them right here. And these ones are really cool too. I don't know why. I love the like variegated ones, especially like the serrated leaves like that. Very pretty. $7 each. This place is just so cool. I love the creeping fig that they have growing on this building. It's so beautiful. I would love to like recreate this somewhere in my garden. No clue where, but I love it. And then they've got this like wavy glass in the windows right there. So cool. They've got peonies that are blooming. So gorgeous. There's a beetle in there. That's fun. This one is super interesting. That is amazing. How much are these guys? $55. That's an Ito peony. This one is a Bowl of Beauty. And this red one does not have a tag. No tag. Sorry. They have tons of hydrangeas, which is kind of surprising. And they're in a lot of sun. 24 bucks each for each of those. And then they also have some of the endless summer hydrangeas. I have one of the endless summer hydrangeas. These ones are 45. This one does really, really well. I don't remember the variety of mine, but it is an endless summer one. And I think it's like the original or something like that. We have had ours for like 3 years now, and it is in like a full shade area, and it's done really, really well. It started out purple, now it's pink, as most hydrangeas do. So I currently have some lungwort in the garden, and I was thinking about adding a couple more. I like lungwort. I think they're really, really pretty. This one's called Spot On. I do notice though, if mine don't get a ton of water, they wilt. So that's the only issue that I have with them, is they are very, very, very water hungry. I have to make sure that there's water to each one of these, and I don't see a price. I've noticed one thing about this place is sometimes the pricing, they don't have them on their containers. So there is that minor issue. Lots of pittosporums, 18 bucks for these guys. I love pittosporum. We've got, I think, 3 on the property. This has been a plant that I've wanted to come home with me for a very, very long time. They used to have 3 of them. Now it looks like they only have 1 of them. It's $450. It's so cool. It's so interesting. Let me tell you the name of it. If I can find it on here, it just says High-Hand Nursery. It does not say the name. $450. But I just think it's so interesting. I don't want this plant in tree form. I want it in this espalier form like this is. So you can see it's espaliered. I think it would make such a beautiful backdrop to something. I think it's super interesting. And look at this ginkgo tree. Some of the stuff that they have here is just insanely large. It's so crazy. This guy is, oh, they've had it for so long, the price isn't on here. Of course not. Oh, they have another one. Let's see if we can figure out the price. Nope, no price. He said if you have to ask, you can't afford it, which is fair. I will say that these guys right here, I have wanted one of these. I see them every time, and they had 3 of them, and they've always had sold signs on them. And so, of course, it's sold, and they took the price tag off. They must have brought in a new one. They actually probably brought in, I think, 3 of them, because there's one here, one back there, and they're $1,500. They are the like Atlas cedars, 1,500 bucks. Oh, but they're trained into this archway, which is so cool. And so there's 2 of them in here. They're trained up and over, and then they meet in the middle. And so these 2 pieces come apart. And so that way you can transport them. I just think they're so magical, having that be your like walkway through. They also have these ones, and I have an Atlas cedar in serpent style, and I kind of wish I hadn't bought that. I think I paid, I don't remember what I paid for it. It was over 100 bucks, and I wish that I had bought this one instead. This one is massive. It's beautiful. It's trained upright. It's just, I don't know, it's so pretty. This here is $450. I don't know, 450 bucks for one this size, you guys. I mean, it's over 6 feet tall, like not including the container, like literally from the trunk there is 6 feet. It's gotta be. It's so cool. And then they have like a really, really massive one. That one's 950. I don't even know how tall that is. I couldn't even guess. Oh, I see some beautiful astilbe over there. What is this? Gardenia? That's crazy. Variegated gardenia, $10. $20 for the big ones. That's super interesting. Okay, let's go look at these astilbe though. These are so pretty. I love the blooms on astilbe. They're $12. This is a Chinese astilbe, Vision in red. I think I have some of these ones. Hardian's ones 3 through 9. Oh, I love these. They have another one here. This is a more pink one. This is one called Visions. This one's $12 also. So much more like a softer pink versus kind of a darker pink. They have some lamium here. These are $7 each. I would really like to add some more lamium. This one's called White Nancy. Okay. So sorry. $7 each. I would really like to add some more lamium into the garden. I think it's such a pretty plant. I have one, and it's so spectacular, and I've had it for like 3 years. Let's see what else they've got in here. Can't get over there. All the carts. Oh man, they have it blocked off, I think. They have a couple lilacs right here. These are $250 in like big old tree forms. $250. It's a dwarf lilac. Palbin dwarf Korean lilac. 6 feet tall, 6 feet wide. Oh, how beautiful. I love lilacs. They're one of my favorite flowers ever. Okay, this is really, really cool. This is a campanula. Dickinson's Gold, $7. Ground covered, hardying zones 4 through 9. Look at the foliar growth on that. It kind of looks like ivy, but then look at this. Isn't that amazing? This would be such a good ground cover to have. I kind of want to look into maybe grabbing a couple of these. I wasn't really planning on buying anything today, but I love this. Is it sun? Shade. Oh, it says it attracts hummingbirds. We have to grab some of these. This will be one that we have to grab. Remind me. I might forget. I've been talking about wanting to have more ground cover in the garden, and I think this might be one that would be fun to add over by the lion fountain that I have, or even actually underneath the other fountain too. These are named wrong. This is Carex. It's not a Carex. This is definitely like some type of African violet or Australian violet or something like that. But some of these don't have labels on them, but I would like to probably grab a couple of these. I think they're so pretty. This is definitely a must pick up for under the lion fountain, maybe under the willow tree. That would also be really, really pretty too. Definitely a decent amount of water and shade for these guys. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can tell how big this thing is. This is a weeping red bud. It's $2,600. It's in a 65-gallon pot. This is insane. Yeah, lavender twist red bud. So pretty. Okay, so we haven't ordered yet, but we did order the potato chips. They make them here. This is the artichoke dip. So good. Definitely recommend at least these together. Brent and I decided to split a pizza instead. It's a brick oven pizza. They're so good with the dip and the chips. And then you get bottled sodas. It's magical here. Lunch was so good. I'm gonna stroll around just a little bit more, see what else we can find. The Japanese maples that are here are so crazy. I want to show you guys some of the really big ones and then also some of the smaller ones too. I love this place. They also have some really, really big limelight standard hydrangeas. They're $225. Just get down here if you can. So I've already shown you the dogwoods. I'm just obsessed with them. They're so pretty. $225. Then they've got some small little Japanese maples down here. These guys are so cute. They'd be so perfect for my patio. They kind of look like a different plant though. $75. I would love to grow a Japanese maple. I was actually just talking to someone here, and she said that she has Japanese maples and she has red ones and she grows them super successfully. They just need shade, which these guys are all under shade cloth here. And they also need extra water, and then she composts them every single year. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more research about them, and then I would love to come home with one of these one day. Not this big. This thing is absolutely massive, but like a medium-sized one like normal size. I can't even afford those ones. Those ones are $220. Let's see. Maybe I was gonna say maybe one of these. These are $350. Oh, they're so pretty though. I love the super dainty leaves on them. I think they're so gorgeous when they're like that. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell how large this place is, but it just goes on forever. It's absolutely massive. I love this too. It's a white chiffon Rose of Sharon, but it's in like standard form. We have one that is like the true shrub form. Ours has now kind of been slightly limbed up, so ours looks like multi-trunk, but this is really, really interesting to have it just be like a single trunk and then have it be super full on the top. I love white chiffon Rose of Sharon. It's one of my favorites. And then this is their whole like tree shrub section of all of the things. There's always some really, really interesting things back here, but it's very, very wet right now, and I can see sprinklers going, so I'm not sure I'm gonna walk back there. They do have lots of the white chiffon rose of Sharon. Let's see how much these guys are. $195. I might have already said that. I'm going to assume that these are some type of dwarf ginkgo tree. I'm not seeing a tag for them. They're 250 bucks each, but they're so cute. They're like little lollipops. I first saw this one that was kind of like standing by itself, and I just thought they're so cute. And then also this plant is so pretty. Jacaranda tree, 160, 8 feet wide, 12 feet tall. Hardy zones 9 through 11. I love that. They're so cute. The leaves on them are very interesting. Not mad at that though. I'm not sure how well these are showing up on camera, but they have a ton of apple espaliers. They're $325, and they're so big and they're so perfect. And I'm so sad because I'm so jealous. I want them so badly. $325. These containers are massive. Oh my gosh, they're so interesting. I can't quite tell the variety of apple that they are. It just says Espalier Collection by Bountiful Farms. Oh, this is a pear. This one's a red Bartlett pear. Okay, so those ones have a red tag, red Bartlett pear. Honey Crisp. And then these are the ones I was looking at, and I didn't see the name on here. Maybe I didn't notice. Oh, Fuji apple. This is a Fuji apple. Oh my gosh, so cool. Massive espaliered apple trees. If you are needing an apple espalier, I need all of them. And one last look. Aren't these so cool? I could literally imagine having 4 of these things set up, and you just stroll through them. Oh my gosh, and the way that this one drapes down, magic. And then if you do come here, make sure that you check out the greenhouse. It's so perfect. Look at all these. So much color. We got, looks like some calibrachoas, some lantanas. Oh, it's so nice. And then these hanging baskets. Oh my goodness. These are stunning. Love this color. I should just plant some of these on the ground. Have them kind of take over a little area. Some nice ground cover. They have some cute little Japanese maples here. These guys right here are 65. These are the autumn moon maple. Let me see how big these get. 12 to 15 feet. 15 feet tall, 12 feet wide. I love that. That's really pretty. Here is their vegetable section. I don't think they do too many vegetables because it's pretty tiny, but I did see these pink strawberries and I thought these were so cool. I love that. They're $23 for a big old hanging basket. I'm sure there's so many plants that are in there, but regardless, really cool. Love it. And look, this one's actually producing a strawberry. Some decent sized tomatoes. They're $9 here. And then I did see some basil, and I think that's the only thing that I want to grow is basil this year. I'm so late, but they're $5 here. And then I usually pick up a whole bunch of them and I will make a ton of pesto. So that's my goal for this year, is to just do some basil. What's really cool too is when you're waiting for food, they've got this little fish pond area right here. It's got a little waterfall to the back, dogwoods, and then there's seating up there that if you wanted to go hang out. It's really, really just kind of a great place to hang out. The wait's usually about half hour, but it's still so worth it because you just stroll around their gardens here. Okay, I picked up 3 of these guys right here. I'm gonna have to do a little research because this container says it's an oxalis. Not right. They are $10 each. They're really, really pretty little ground covers, shade lovers. These are some kind of violet. I need to figure out which ones. I think they might be like an Australian violet or something like that. Maybe an African violet. They're not African violets. I don't know which ones they are. Anyways, thank you guys for coming along with us. If you're in the area, make sure you stop by High-Hand, get lunch here. It's an amazing place to be. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming along with us, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.